Did y'all miss us? Because we missed you. Our apologies for not doing a lot of shows, but I'm a hardworking man, and my brother is also a hardworking man, working all different kinds of shifts. But did you not think we were not give you a little abbreviated version of the Mizzle Dub Show, especially now that the playoff format is complete? And as you can see, my co-host is very happy, even though he kept saying time after time, I'm on to basketball. Well, he's not on to basketball yet. He still has one more game to go. And to quote Bill Belichick, they're on to Cincinnati. Welcome to the Mizzle Dub Show, of course. I am Dub. He is Mizzle. And actually, we are both in very good moods tonight.
As you see that we're both representing our teams that
We're both
made
representing
it to the playoff on the final game of this new extraordinary season that we have where we play 18 games and not 17.
Well, first off, we'll talk about the game we just saw. But before we do that, as the music is queued up, needless to say, it was a very emotional day inside the Death Star as the Raiders came back to their first home game after the passing of the legendary Hall of Famer, the head coach, John Madden, as his whole family was there to light the Al Davis torch. And how appropriate that on this day, January the 9th, 1977, the Raiders won their first of their 3 Lombardi trophies, winning Super Bowl 11 against the Minnesota Vikings.
Now,
and you see old man Willie going all the way. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Now that I would like to also take a moment to say, not only today, on this day, that the Raiders made it to the playoffs, but it's also my big brother's birthday, James Lamont Buggs. Rest in heaven, brother. This
you know what?
For you, because you also was a big Raiders fan.
A shot for him. You know what?
This shot goes out to my big brother James Lamont, but this also goes out. This is the one time you can catch me on video saying that I'm congratulating that team from Santa Clara from earning their victory, as well as my silver and black earning their playoff spot. So we take this shot not only for my big brother resting in heaven, but we take a shot for the Niners and the Raiders. Salute, my brother. Your team earned.
Salud. Salud.
Yes. Yes. Now let's get into what we came here to do tonight. We came here to talk about what we witnessed today. Glorious day.
It was
My team ain't made it to the playoffs since 2016. Derek Carr broke his leg. Me and my dad was at that game. Brother.
I'll say it like this. Given what this organization has gone through, the situation involving John Gruden, the situation involving Henry Ruggs III, the situation with the DOI and Nate Hobbs, and for Rich Bisaccia, who was given the task to be the head coach. Of course, there's the speculations about Jim Harbaugh coming to possibly be the head coach of the Raiders. That's here nor there. That's weeks down the road because there's still, at least for the Raiders, one more game to play.
We're talking about the present, not the future.
But with all that said, and I said this about a week and a half ago, I said, if somehow the Raiders do get into the playoffs, doesn't matter if they win a game or don't win a game, but if they somehow get in, Rich Bisaccia really has to get consideration for Coach of the Year because to gone through what they gone through.
Indeed.
Him, along with Derek Carr,
indeed,
kept and held this team together because they could have just easily said, screw it, we're done. And they could have mentally checked out, but they didn't.
Yeah, no.
Because even you, as much as you bleed silver, like when they were 6 and 7, you said, I'm done. I'm on to basketball.
But
I've seen this party before.
But you understood why I said that they were done. Yes, I gave it for my team because the writing was on the wall. We had too much. We had too much to come ahead. But
the Raiders said, "Hold my beer."
Well,
hold my Modelo.
And I held that. No. We hold Michelob Ultra around here.
Well, you hold Michelob Ultra, but the stadium holds.
It's represented by Bud Light. Yeah, indeed. But yes. You can say that I laid down as a fan, but at the end of the day, I always believe in my team. I'm just more of that I've seen the writing on the wall, that I've seen this previous years, and they said the same story over and over. We're a different team. We're not that team from last year. I didn't see nothing until those last games through the weeks coming up. They fought. They
finish the regular season on a 4-game winning streak.
Yes, they fought.
In addition to that, not only do they accomplish a winning season, but it's a 10-win season. Their first 10-win season since 2016, as previously mentioned.
12-4.
When he went 12-4.
12-4. Derek Carr broke his leg.
But can we say today that number 28 from the University of Alabama,
it seemed
JJ ran
had
hard.
Yeah, he ran hard, but can we talk about number 13 and what he brings to this team? Like I said, I text you that when he scored his first touchdown, and not even his first touchdown today. I told you previous weeks that when I got a good, decent check, my next Raider jersey will be the GOAT, Hunter Renfrow, third in Renfrow. That young man has just been him and Derek Carr, and I hate to say it, I'm gonna throw up in my mouth saying this. It's almost like watching Tom Brady and Edelman all over again.
We need to check your temperature. Are you okay?
No, I'm okay because my Raiders in the playoffs. So I can say anything, I can say anything that I want right now. They're in the playoffs, bro, and I'm witnessing it. I'm here.
Show me your passion, brother.
Well, my passion is already here because I'm over here doing this and everything right now. Because
a victory Michelob Gold and a victory blunt.
And you know what? Well, you know what? Hold on. Before I'm gonna change because this show is mainly on both of our teams making the playoffs. But
correct,
we share a passion in the NBA right now.
Yes.
And number 11 made his fucking appearance tonight. And did anybody not see the poster he did on 3 Cavaliers tonight? You missed out. And I would just say, YouTube it or watch SportsCenter. Klay Thompson is back. And if anybody in the NBA think the Warriors are not going to be back to form with him back, he just gave you a glimpse. And that's game 1.
That was only his first game in 941 days.
And he yammed on 3 Cavaliers.
Only 941 days.
And he yammed on 3 Cavaliers.
I have nothing else to add.
Back to football.
I have nothing else to add. But no, JJ ran the ball 26 times for a buck 32 yards and a touchdown. But had some key runs on third downs to extend drives and keep drives alive.
But can we really say that when it comes to JJ and big game performances, he went to the school of Alabama?
Yes, he did.
Big game performance for him was all day. The only thing that I wish that was there was Kenyon Drake. The league better be on stand when he comes back next year, and whoever we get. But if Kenyon Drake was healthy and played the rest of this stretch.
Now I know the defense was tired, but this I will say, the front four kept getting pressure all night long, and it was making Justin Herbert hurry his throws.
We're gonna miss Phylon. He
absolutely played big
his
tonight.
His season is done, but that fourth down.
Yes.
Two downs. The third down, number 1 was Phylon. The fourth down was even bigger for Phylon. He's going.
But now But see, here's my question: why in the hell are you going for it for fourth down your own 18-yard line?
No respect, bro. They no respect. No respect. Nobody respects the Raiders, and I get it. I wouldn't respect us in either because we're the red-haired stepchild of the NFL. I get it. We don't get everybody else gets, but we still play.
The redheaded stepchild, as you would say, they're in the playoffs. They're in the playoffs, so
you can't deny that.
You cannot deny that. But I mean, Max Crosby was just a problem all night long.
But Yannick set up Max.
Yes, he did.
That Max got was set up because of Yannick.
Well, Yannick drew the double and triple team to where 98 could eat, and 98 for the most part, 98 and 96 for the most part, ate tonight. And also, Mr. Jefferson making the 77 proud of Lazo. He had a solid game tonight as well. Of course, it meant a lot for Mr. Perryman and Mr. Hayward, former Chargers, sticking it back to their former respective teams.
Can we say that was the biggest Mayock move in the season was getting
Perryman? Yeah, well, he rewarded him by a Pro Bowl selection.
And I know Raider Nations has been saying that we need to extend him, but calm your tits. He will be there next season because we picked up his contract from the Panthers and we picked up the 2 years. So this is just 1 year under the Raiders. We get him for another year, but we should extend him. And as we're sitting here doing the show, I got sports in the background and they're putting on. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm sorry. People can hate on me all they want, but there's one thing you can say about me. When it comes to my Raiders, I will give you this. I talk mess when they're winning, and I talk mess when they're losing. I don't care. I bleed silver and black. This is in my blood. I can't help it. And we're in the playoffs, so you're going to hear my mouth. I don't care. This is me and my brother's show. He's a Niner fan. I'm a Raider fan. His team made it to the playoffs. My team made it to the playoffs. This is a playoff edition. You can skip this show if you want, but this is a Raider Niner show tonight.
And they're on to Cincinnati.
We're on to Cincinnati. The Niners off to the Cowboys, and I'm married to a Cowboy fan. So I'm letting everybody know, you already know who I'm pulling for. I'm pulling for the Cowboys. On top that, I don't like the Niners, but I'm married to a Cowboy. So
happy wife, happy life.
Oh, she already gave me the spiel. She was like, you're rooting for the Cowboys. But I'm like, babe, if the Raiders are in the playoffs, you already know where I stand. I don't care about nobody else. She was like, oh, no, you're a Cowboy fan. I'm like, but babe, the Raiders make it. So I got two teams in the playoffs right now, basically.
Well, here's the unique situation, and it actually makes me feel good because it's kind of old school. Even though I thought it was going to be a primetime game, but the fact is the Cowboys and 49ers game will be on CBS. It just feels right. Sadly, the only thing missing is Summerall.
John Madden doing that Summerall. John Madden
that just would make it so epic. But I mean, having the Cowboys and 49ers on CBS in the playoffs, it just feels right because this is just me. I can't speak for anybody else. I can only speak for me. But to me, it just feels right seeing NFC football on CBS because as kids, that's what we were. That's what we grew up as.
Speak on it.
And that's no disrespect to Fox because Fox has been outstanding through the NFC since '94. But for those of us that are '80s babies like you and I are, when you saw Summerall and Madden on CBS, you knew it was big time. Just like if you saw Dick Enberg and Merlin Olsen on NBC, you knew it was big time.
Fact.
But I damn near threw my laptop, and I said, and I quote, I said, if this decision backfires by Kyle Shanahan, he will be the biggest idiot since Pete Carroll in Super Bowl 49.
Oh, wait, ladies and gentlemen, I got that text message early in the morning. Early.
Keep in mind, this is me waking up from a power nap, getting off of work, just so I can get up and go to church. And I said, if this backfires, Kyle Shanahan will be the biggest idiot since Pete Carroll in Super Bowl 49.
Well, my brother, guess what? That whole thing about Jimmy throwing interceptions and you guys don't win was broken.
Yeah, Jimmy G said, "Hold my beer."
So with that said, this segment right now, I'm gonna give to my brother and his Niners doing what they did. Go and have your glorification, my brother. Have it.
It started off very ugly, because I mean, you kind of would expect the Rams to come out firing just simply because the Rams were tired of hearing about we've lost 5 straight. Shanahan's 5-3 against the Rams, now 6-3 against the Rams, and it looked ugly. It looked very, very ugly.
Yeah.
But I kept saying all year long, people kept asking, what's the Niners' identity? The Niners' identity is run the damn football. And I will say this, Sean McVay got too cute before halftime and took that sack.
Didn't he?
Which led to Robbie Gould getting the field goal. And that kind of put the Niners in perspective, because in the second half, the Niners imposed their will on the Rams defense.
They did.
I mean, the first drive of the second half, they ran and said, look, we're going to give the ball to Elijah Mitchell. This is where we're going to run the ball at. Good luck trying to stop it. And the one time they throw a pass,
Shanahan stuck to it.
Yes, he did. Elijah Mitchell had 21 carries for 85 yards and had some huge, tough runs, converting drives. But once again, Deebo Samuel, who in many other years possibly would be considered for MVP, but the man just refused. He just would not give an inch. And
does the name fit the Friday movie?
Yes, it does.
And when he may not
be tall in height, but that is a thick football player that is hard to tackle.
And what I mean by the name of Deebo, what I mean by the name that goes with the name of the movie, everybody feared Deebo in the Friday movie until Ice Cube stepped up. So that's what I'm going with when the name Deebo. He is feared with his name. And I hate to say this because I did not like Super Bowl because it was both teams I despise. But if Shanahan used more of Deebo in that game, you guys are you guys are up there with the Steelers. And I'm gonna say that.
We're holding the 6th Lombardi with the Patriots and the Steelers, but it didn't happen. But the one thing I've been asking for, the one thing I've been begging for since last year, I said, damn it, can we please let Juwan Jennings get some playing time? And damn it, Juwan Jennings had himself a game today.
What did he do?
6 catches,
right?
94 yards.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, by the way, he found the end zone twice.
Mm-hmm. But wait. In big moments, it's like when y'all needed him.
Yes.
I'm telling you, I clocked out from work and I got in the car and I put y'all game on the radio because I'm like, I need to hear this. And all I heard was Greg Papa.
I know it hurts. I know it hurts.
Just saying Juwan Jennings, I'm like, oh, he's out there going to work because Greg Papa won't sell nobody's name unless you out there putting work. So
this is true.
And what I'm hearing was the reason why y'all won was because of Juwan Jennings.
Well, he made some big catches on 3rd down. Well, I mean, here's the thing. He had 6 catches for 94 yards. Ayuk had 6 catches for $107. Deebo had 4 catches.
Whoa. Ayuk got over 100 yards.
6 catches, a buck of 7 for Brandon Ayuk.
So that means he got out the doghouse.
Oh, he's out the doghouse now because whatever happened, Brandon Ayuk has been playing out of his freaking mind. But again, the defense got a huge boost by getting Dre Greenlaw back. They got a huge boost by getting Emmanuel Mosley back.
Greenlaw was everywhere. Now, let me say how I know the reason why that I can sit here and say the things that I'm saying about the Niner game. I was at work doing my job, but in certain rooms that I walked in, certain patients had the game on. So this is the reason why I can sit here and talk about the game. Greenlaw did his business, and that receiver you just said, I forgot his name just that fast.
Jawan Jennings
was balling.
But we also must say, and this must be said, today my brother was the biggest Jacksonville Jaguar fan, and the Jacksonville Jaguar Stadium curse continues for the Indianapolis Colts, who just decided to lay a big fat egg. And actually, if you're the Jaguars, you get 2 wins today because of the Lions beating the Packers.
Wait a minute
Jaguars
now.
Once again.
Wait a minute now. I was a little bit appalled about how the Packers played today. There was no way in hell that the Lions should have won that game. But when you play with passion and you step on that field representing the Shield and you go out there and play football any given Sunday, and I'm going to leave it at that.
Well, we said that Dan Campbell has the Lions play hard. They don't quit.
Well, wait. They've been in every game this season. The Lions' record should not show what it is.
Yes.
To my eyes and what I've watched, because I watch a lot of football, the Lions was in every game. It just came down to the last minute to where they were like, we played.
I go back to week 1. We were killing them, and they almost came back and beat us.
Hello, and that's factual stats from a Niner fan.
They made it. They made it
Because
a game.
I asked my brother a question. I was like, "Should y'all have really won that game?" And guess what he said?
I said no. Like I also said, and the next week against the Eagles, I said they should have lost that game. But because the Eagles made a dumb decision on 4th and goal, the Niners benefited from it.
You see, here's the thing. When you know your team, but when the other team makes a decision that helps your team win, all you can say is, well, they fucked up. I know my team should have lost that game, but they fucked up. The Raiders had that a few times this year.
Well, this afternoon, after Garoppolo throws an interception, to which credit Jalen Ramsey for making a fantastic play.
What's his record when he throws an interception?
It's not good.
You don't win.
It's not good, especially when he turns the ball over in the red zone, which he has a tendency to do that a lot. And like I said,
I can sit here. I can go back to many text message when we've been talking, and I'll be like, here, and I hit you with, bro, why does Jimmy G fold up in the red zone? And all you can say, you hit me with the.
I wish I knew, because again.
But wait. You can go around and say the same thing about my team. When we get in the red zone, all we get is 3 points. And you ask me the same question, and I hit you with the.
It's like for whatever reason, our teams both like field goals in the red zone. I don't get it.
They're allergic to it. They're allergic.
It boggles my mind. It's like I can't stand it. It's like in between the 20s, gaining yards, up and down the field. 20 and under, what the hell?
When you get in that red zone, it's like, wait. Please, people, feel me when I'm about to say this. When our teams get in the red zone, COVID.
The COVID test, if you will. So quickly, just to run down the final scores in this week 18 in the NFL. We already know both our teams won, which is why we're wearing our colors and we're giddy and excited as hell.
Exactly.
The Bengals finish as the 4th seed. The Browns get a win with Case Keenum starting. They beat the Bengals 21-16. Lions beat the Packers 37-30. Is Mike Zimmer coaching his last game as the Vikings? If it is, he goes out with the winner. They win 31-17. The team with no mascot, we will find out in about a few weeks what their actual name is, although my partner says they're going with the Emeralds, which they got stars on the jersey. It very well could be.
I would have rather read with them saying the Red Tails, but here and there, that's a different story. Yeah. I would have liked that.
But they beat the Giants 22-7. As we already said, the Jaguars beat the Colts 26-11. And it doesn't matter. He wanted the Ravens to win, but Ben Roethlisberger will get one more chance to try and get himself a 3rd Super Bowl ring as they beat the Ravens in overtime 16-13. And once again, now I have said many times on this show, and my brother has said it many times and agree. I've always said the Pittsburgh Steelers is one of the best ran sports organizations in North American professional sports. And again, all Mike Tomlin does is just win. 15 consecutive seasons of either at 500 or better. He just has that formula. But then again, this is why, again, the Steelers have only had 3 head coaches since 1969.
Name them.
The late, great Chuck Noll, Hall of Famer.
Right.
4-time Super Bowl winner. Bill Cowher, Hall of Famer, Super Bowl winner. And Mike Tomlin, future Hall of Famer, Super Bowl winner.
Name another coach for the Steelers. Name one.
I just did.
Right.
I just did.
No, what I mean is you will never name 3 coaches. 3 coaches. 3. And they retire. Everyone has retired. It's not they got fired. They were like, I'm done. I'm done.
I'm passing the torch. Bill Cowher, I'm done. Mr. Tomlin, here you go.
Passed on to Bill Cowher. Bill Cowher passed on to Mike Tomlin. And I don't think Mike Tomlin is going to be going anywhere anytime.
No. It's structure, and that's credit to the Rooney family.
I honestly envy the Steelers organization because they have structure. Out of the whole NFL, the Pittsburgh Steelers have the most structure in the NFL. Even when their coaches are not at their tip-top form, they don't fold. They don't.
Because, I mean, there have been times where the Steelers had just looked horrible.
Horrible.
Couldn't do anything. But yet and still, Mike Tomlin finds a way to get the most out of his team. And Ben will have one more shot to try and will his team.
So, my brother.
Even though they have to play the Chiefs.
So, my brother.
Yes.
Out of every coach that the Steelers have had, I know we're jumping because this is a Raider Niner show right now. But even when every Steeler coach was losing before, because they were winning, but when it started to go a different way, they never swayed away from that coach.
No. But one thing is they've always remained and stayed who they were. That's the one thing that the Steelers have always done. They have stayed true to who they are. And that's why I say they're one of the best organizations ran in North American professional sports.
Well, yeah, they're number 1 now, but it was Al Davis before it became the Steelers. And in the background, you may hear my quarterback because I am doing the show and listen to my quarterback right now. So,
well, I know a lot of Raider Nation wanted to kick him to the curb, and you have been one of Derek Carr's biggest supporters and defenders. And we've told the story many a times, but again, we go back to 8 years ago on draft day. And he knows what I told him. He knows what I texted him. And I had still and
you will win a Super Bowl with Derek Carr.
No, I said he will
exact words.
He will lead you to Lombardi number 4.
You will win a Super Bowl with Derek Carr. But the text before that, it was when they drafted him, I was like, bro, we got a quarterback. That was my text to you. We got a quarterback.
Really just fell into their lap.
I mean, and Derek Carr will tell you he thought that the Raiders should have drafted him first, but we took Khalil Mack first. And there's footage that says, I can see why they drafted you first.
Yes.
I know why they drafted you first.
But the one thing about it is Carr had kept saying, I don't want to go anywhere else. I want to turn it around here. I want to win it here.
And I want to retire here.
He kept trying to tell people, look, stop disrespecting me. I'm tired of it. I want to turn it around here.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's a leader of men.
Well,
when all this situation with the Gruden hoopla and the Ruggs hoopla, who did the locker room turn to? They turned to number 4. They were waiting for number 4 to speak. They said, look, you speak, we will follow you through the door and run through the wall. You are the undisputed leader of this team, so damn it, we need you to speak and represent us. Well, and he did.
Yeah, exactly. You took the words right out of my mouth. I was going to say, before anything, Derek Carr is a man of God, and he will preach that all day, every day. And
yes, he will.
Me and you, brother, we're men of God. We already know our blessings don't come without him.
Amen. Amen.
All day.
So just to continue the score rundown, the Texans gave a tremendous effort, but the Titans held on. The Titans held on to win 2025, and that means the road to the AFC playoffs will go through Nashville, Tennessee, and Nissan Stadium. And oh, by the way, Derrick Henry is cleared to play. Watch out. You think he's been foaming at the mouth to get back on the field and run through people and just truck people? I know one person who's very happy, Ryan Tannehill.
Wait, he saw what Najee Harris did this week.
Yeah, Mr. Stewart of the Cleveland Browns. Hello. Get out of my way. Henry will do that with 2 people on his back. Well, you've seen the Old Spice commercial. I don't have to say it.
No, there's nothing else you say about that.
Yes. The Saints beat the Falcons 30-20, which I was sweating for a minute because it really looked like my team was going to blow, but they found a way to do it. Kudos to the East Rutherford Jets. They fought hard, but the Orchard Park Bills pull away late, and the Orchard Park Bills, by way of the Miami Dolphins beating the Patriots, the Bills for the 2nd straight year win the AFC East, the first time they've done that since the Jim Kelly, Thurman Thomas Bills of the 90s. Yeah, it's been a long.
We're going that far back?
We're going that far back. The last time the Bills won back-to-back division titles. And again, I don't get it. I will never understand it. But for some reason, the Big Toaster in Glendale, Arizona has not been kind to the Arizona Cardinals. But maybe for the Cardinals, they were meant to be on the road because for whatever reason, they seem to get it right on the road. So they will be on the road to start the playoffs, which we'll get to the playoff matchups in a second. They lose to the Seahawks 30-30. Was that the last game Russell Wilson plays as the Seahawk? That will be determined.
I doubt it. I think he stays in Seattle.
Buccaneers beat the Panthers 41-17. And of course, my beloved co-host and brother, his Raiders, back in the playoffs for the first time in 5 years. They beat the Chargers in overtime 35-32. My team, Skins, won in overtime. Both our teams had to go to the 5th quarter.
But wait.
To win games.
Already wait. I flex my jersey. Go ahead and flex the t-shirt, bruh. Go ahead and tell everybody what went down tonight. You know what? There's no tonight. It's mutual. I'm definitely coming down back from 17. Much respect that you guys did not go away from the game plan. Kyle Shanahan actually stuck to the game plan. Run the ball, roll the ball, because he stuck to it. I have nothing negative to say about your.
Well, not only that, it's get the ball into the hands of your playmakers, mainly Deebo Samuel, and Elijah Mitchell. But like I said, I text you this. I've said this on shows. I've said it on Twitter. I've said it on Facebook. Damn it, can Juwan Jennings get the goddamn football? And damn it, they hurt me today. Because again, as I kept saying, okay, as you know, I'm a Georgia Bulldog fan. Damn it, hunker down. Go Dogs. Damn it, beat the Tide tomorrow. It'll be tough, no question. But
tomorrow?
That is tomorrow. Yes, it is. The national championship game. Yes.
What time?
It's 5 on ESPN.
I get off at 4.
Oh, he'll be there for kickoff.
We will
but
be
again.
Do you want to do a live stream while we're talking about watching the game?
We could. We definitely could. Yes.
Maybe.
But
we'll talk about it.
I know what Juwan Jennings done. Juwan Jennings broke my Georgia Bulldogs heart as a Tennessee Volunteer. That's all he did. Joshua Dobbs throwing the ball, and then I see this, and then I hear Vern Lundquist go, Juwan Jennings! Juwan Jennings! And I'm just like, you bastard. And then when I found out they drafted him, I'm like, damn it, let him play. And again, Mohamed Sanu, respect the veteran, was active. But Shannon was like, I can't bench Juwan Jennings. He's been playing well.
Exactly. That was a hardball move. Go with the hot hand.
Yeah, go with a hot hand. So with that said, the playoff matchups are set in the National Football League. So here's what we know. We know the Packers and the Titans are the respective 1 seeds in each conference. They get a bye week. So how appropriate. It is your beloved Raiders that get it all started with the first playoff game of the tournament Saturday on NBC in the jungle against Cincinnati.
Let's go.
And this is not the first time the Raiders and Bengals have played in the playoffs. This is the first time they've played during the playoffs since, unfortunately, the injury that ended Bo Jackson's football career. The 1990 divisional playoffs, which the Raiders won 20-10. The Raiders eventually went to the AFC Championship game before losing to the Bills. But this is the second time, to my knowledge, that the Raiders and Bengals are meeting in the playoffs. In addition to that, the other Saturday game will be the Patriots and Bills meeting for a third time in Orchard Park, New York.
That is going to be exciting.
And the last time they played in Orchard Park, the Patriots won the game only throwing the ball 3 times. Won the game throwing the ball 3 times. But I'm pretty sure the Bills would love nothing more than to end the Patriots season. But kudos to Bill Belichick. We knew he was not going to be down long. And it's proven just how much of a good coach that he is. The Patriot way really does work in Foxborough. The Eagles and Buccaneers in Tampa, Florida.
Ooh.
Don't sleep on the Eagles.
Ooh.
The Eagles rallied to make the playoffs. And I will tell you this, Jalen Hurts will give everything he has, along with Miles Sanders and Devontae Smith.
Yeah.
And don't forget, the Eagles defense denied Brady a Super Bowl. Don't forget that.
True that.
Of course, the Steelers will play the Chiefs. And of course, one of the greatest playoff rivalries in NFL history is once again renewed. It's hard to believe the 49ers and Cowboys are meeting in the playoffs for the first time since the 1994 NFC Championship game.
Can I speak on that game real quick?
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Before we wrap everything up, because it so my wife, who is a Cowboy fan, she told me I have to be pulling for the Cowboys. But wait, I said, but babe, if the Raiders win tonight, they're in the playoffs. I'm 100. She was like, no, you have to be a Cowboy fan because of the not. I'm like, if the Raiders are in it, how am I supposed to? So
It's the mutual hatred of my team. I get it.
by marriage, I have to pull for the Cowboys. I mean,
Well, here's the thing. Both of our teams get wins on significant dates of our respective teams' franchise history. Of course, the Raiders clinched the playoffs on the day that the Raiders won their first Super Bowl, winning Super Bowl 11 against the Vikings. And for my team, on this day, Eddie DeBartolo hires the genius Bill Walsh as the head coach. So how appropriate is it that January 9th is significant days for your team and my team, and our teams win to get into the playoffs, and they have to go to overtime to do it. Yours on a last-second field goal. My team wins it on a walk-off interception by Ambry Thomas, who made a fantastic route to the ball as Stafford underthrew Odell Beckham Jr.
you beat me to that. I was gonna be like, if that was a well-thrown ball, you wouldn't be sitting here talking about what.
No, I'd probably be like Aaron Rodgers when he threw the tablet. It's just I wouldn't throw it because I'm not trying to get a new one. But I must say this: a sincere congratulations to Cooper Kupp winning the Triple Crown. Leader in receptions, leader in receiving yards, leader in receiving touchdowns. Cooper Kupp has had a fantastic season.
And he was on my fantasy.
Got us a lot of points in fantasy football. Yes, sir. To me, and this is just my opinion, he should be the MVP, but we know he's not going to get it. But
it's going to be Rodgers.
Yeah. Hard to argue that.
If it's not Rodgers, it's going to be biased because of what that article that came out between him and that whoever that guy was that said what he said.
But realistically, I mean, Cooper Kupp really should be the MVP because where would the Rams be without him after they lost Robert Woods for the season? Where would they be without him? And they're going to be the Monday night playoff game against the Cardinals. Ooh. That's an interesting matchup because the road team won both of those games during their series season meetings. It's unfortunate for the Rams. You don't want to back into the division title that way, but they win their division by way of the Cardinals sucking at home. Very quickly, very briefly, keys to beating the Cincinnati Bengals on Saturday.
Well, excuse me. Learn what you didn't do
the first time we played each other. Yes.
Because you were in that game and there was a few things that you could have fixed to win that game. So what I'm going to say is don't make it to what it is. They're going to have to adjust to how they played against the Chargers. They should have this game should not have went to overtime. The Chargers converted 6 fourth downs to take it to overtime. That's embarrassing. It should not have happened. So take from what the last game you played with the Bengals and get a little more creative. It's time to stop running up the middle every time with the running game. We need some toss sweeps, some stretch plays, and maybe a few halfback draws like they did with Jalen Richard that got that 23-yard first down. So stop being
the element of surprise.
Stop being predictable.
I agree.
Mix it up. So with that said, before we wrap it up, what do you need to do? I'm gonna ask this question, and some people are gonna look at this video and be like, "You're married to a cowboy," but what are your keys to moving on against the Cowboys?
Well, first and foremost, I will say you have to know where Tony Pollard is, and you have to know where CD Lamb is, because Zeke is not the same player.
No.
You obviously have to get pressure on Prescott, which if you can get pressure, he can be a little timid with the football. Both defenses are very, very good. It may be a low-scoring game. It's Cowboys and 49ers in the playoffs, and as you know, special things normally happen when these two teams get together because it's just physical. It's just physical, tough football. We can talk about the catch, the Alvin Harper slant. Oh God! That slant! That slant! They get back in the game, and Aikman throws that slant, and there goes Harper off to the right. Oh Lord! Yes, the 92 NFC title game still pains me. I knew we were going to lose the 93 because the 93 Cowboys were just a better team. So I knew 93 we had no chance. Yeah, but the 92 loss still hurts, just like the two losses to the Giants in the title game. But you got to know where number 11 is because Micah Parsons is that dude. You got to know where he is. You got to contain DeMarcus Lawrence. You got to know where number 7 is, Mr. Diggs, even though Mr. Diggs will give up some big plays. But you got to know where he is. But again, just stick to your formula. Elijah Mitchell is that bell cow. Utilize him. Run him. Stick to your game plan. Stick what has got you to 10 wins this year. Solid run game. Use the play action, and let your defense go to work. Let Nick Bosa, Ebicom, and let Fred Warner and Drake Young go to work. Once you get Aziz Al-Shire back to team back up with Greenlaw and Fred Warner, your linebacking core is set. Again, the only thing that scares me is the one thing that has scared me all season long is the secondary. That's just the only thing that scares me. Now, unfortunately for the Cowboys, they won't have Michael Gallup. He's out for the season.
Yeah.
So
big loss.
You don't want to let CeeDee Lamb beat you. Force Cedric Wilson, force Brown, force Schultz to beat you. Don't let 88 get off. If you let 88 get off, it's going to be a long afternoon. But if you keep it close, you always have a shot because, again, these are not the Aikman, Smith, and Urban Cowboys. This is particularly a Cowboy team that hasn't been in the playoffs in a while. But Cowboys and Niners in the playoffs, special things normally happen, just like when it's your Raiders against the Steelers in the playoffs. Special things happen. But I'm excited. I mean, it would be nice and it would be what the heck if our actual teams actually met in Inglewood in Super Bowl 56. But we'll just enjoy the ride. Like I said, it's the first time since 2002 that both of our teams respectively have been in the playoffs. 10-win season for him, 10-win season for my team. He's on to Cincinnati. I'm on to Arlington. And damn it, let the chips fall where they may. It's been a tremendous season. And at least for now, we have one more game at least. So, my friend, good luck to Cincinnati. I know you can tell my team to go to hell like you normally will do. Or you normally will tell my team F them like you normally do for the last 25 years. So, I expect that. I mean, I already texted my sister-in-law, see you next week. And the same thing with the English professionals. All my friends that come up, I'm like, see you next week in Arlington, as it will be Arlington versus Santa Clara. But good luck, and damn it, like I keep saying, win it for Madden. Win it for him.
Damn it, yes.
This has been an abbreviated version of the Mizzle Dub Show. We will try to sneak in another show until we can really go full playoff mode and really go through all these playoff games.
Yes.
Like I said, it's hard because his shift varies. I work graveyard, but we will definitely try to do more shows during this playoff run because you got to give the people what they want. And you want to hear some playoff football talk, and we will get into that, we promise. But for now, it is 5 o'clock somewhere. I'm just saying. So here is one more shot to our teams making the playoffs as his Raiders beat the Chargers 35-32 to get into the playoffs for the first time in 5 years. And for the second time in 3 years, my team makes the playoffs with a huge overtime win, down 17-0, mind you, to come back to beat the Rams. Salud, mi hermano. Salud. Of course, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. And of course, hunker down, go Dogs, beat Alabama. He is Mizzle. I am Dub. And we say goodnight. And enjoy the tournament that is the NFL playoffs. Until next time, America, good night.